Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to take a look at my Coffee IPA. Now, as you guys saw in the brew day, I brewed this and I wanted to take an IPA and add coffee to it. Now, as I went over in the brew day video, I wanted to keep the IBUs kind of low and use a fruitier hop so that way I was thinking that the coffee beans would produce bitterness, and that's where we would get our bitterness from. So, in the dry hop of this, I used 2 ounces of coffee beans, and I got whole coffee beans. And what I did was I put them in a plastic bag and I smashed them. I did not grind them, so that way they were bigger chunks. And I put that in there 4 days before I was ready to keg. Now, this is it, as you guys know, obviously, from the video title. I wanted to do a review. I do not recommend doing this, but every 4th of July we have a big party, and usually I have 4 or 5 beers on tap. Well, this is one of them that I wanted to have on tap, but I only had 2 weeks to get it done. So the beer sitting in front of me is less than a day in the keg. So what I did last night was I transferred it to the keg. I put 20 pounds of PSI on it, and then I took it off. I shook it. I rolled it around the house. I put it back on 20 pounds. I let it fill up. I took it off. I shook it. Then I put it back in there at probably about 12. Usually I run my PSI at about 10, but I wanted to see if I could get them to carb up, so I put it on 12. So obviously we have no head right now. It is a hazy, almost light yellow color. I cannot see through it. I'll try and put a picture up of what I'm seeing. It's almost like if you took orange juice, filled a glass half up, and then put the rest of water. That's kind of what it is. It's almost like a lemonade, a little darker than a lemonade. Let's go ahead and get a smell. Oh, and this is coming in at 5.57% right now. So let's get a smell. I think I'm getting some pine, some citrus in there. Maybe I almost want to say some pepper, and if that's the case, I'm guessing the pepper is from the coffee beans. I'm not getting a real big coffee smell at all. Yeah, I can't really smell the coffee, and when I put those 2 ounces of beans in the bag and smashed them, my whole entire basement smelled like coffee for about 3 days, and I actually thought that I put too much in there. But from the smell right now, I'm not getting coffee beans, but like I said, this is less than 24 hours in the keg, so I'm sure after about a week or so, if there's any left, that coffee smell will come out. Let's go ahead and get a taste. Now, in the taste, I am getting coffee. It's almost like a roasted coffee bean. It's not like very overpowered. I think the fruity hops in there really play well off of it. This was also supposed to have an ounce of Citra at dry hop, and when I was going to put the coffee beans in there, I thought it was Cascade that I was supposed to use for dry hop. I couldn't find it, so I just put the coffee beans in there. And then a couple days later, I was looking on Beersmith, and I looked and I said, "Oh crap! It's supposed to have Citra," which that might have upped that fruity flavor in there, so I did not add the dry hop. So if you are going to make this, I would suggest adding the dry hop, as I think those fruity notes would play well off the coffee. Yeah, it's like a roasted young coffee bean in there. It's not carved up real well yet, but we'll just have to deal with that. I'm not getting any alcohol, but for 5.57%, I don't think you would. It is smooth. It goes away pretty quick. Yeah, it's just like a faint roasted coffee bean in the back. In the front, I'm really not getting any citrus. That fruitiness kind of comes in the middle. But yeah, definitely, I think a good beer, once it's done, right now, I'd probably have to go with probably a C, maybe even lower than that, just because it's not carbed. Uh, there's no carbonation there, and all the flavors aren't coming through like I thought it would. So, but that'll wrap up this first tasting, less than 24 hours after it's in a keg. Uh, I will come back as long as I have more after our party, and I will do an official review to see how those flavors do come out. So until next time, happy brewing. Thank you for watching this video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave me a comment down below to tell me what you thought about this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share, and hit that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. You can check out these videos over here. Also, head over to 31stbrewing.com for everything beer and home brewing related.